All right, everyone. Welcome back to All Wings Everything, and I am your cook, Spinelli. Now, in today's video, we're gonna do Hickory BBQ Wings. Now, I know if you're from the South like me, I'm straight from Alabama. I'm a Bama boy, and we love us some barbecue in the South. I mean, we do it for a sport down in the South. But the only difference with these wings and how we do it in the South is we're gonna make these wings in the oven. Not on the grill, but you can also do it on the grill. Maybe one day I'll take you guys out there on that grill and show you what I'm working with. Now, we're gonna have to do wings because this channel is All Wings Everything. However, this is a great recipe. If you love barbecue, you wanna follow me on this recipe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Get to your kitchen. As you can see, I'm in my kitchen. Let's go. All right, here are our ingredients we're going to use today. Right here we have our Publix green wise chicken. We have some chili powder, Frank's red hot sauce, some Hickory smoked barbecue sauce, coriander, salt, ground red pepper, black pepper, ginger, onion powder, paprika, and some garlic powder. So these are the ingredients we're going to use today. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I already measured out our ingredients for this recipe. So what we have here, we have a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. We have a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of ground red pepper. We have a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of ground black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of coriander. And I've already cleaned and washed our chicken. And over here for our sauce, we have 1 cup of barbecue sauce, and we have a tablespoon of Frank's red hot sauce. So these are the ingredients we're going to use today. So let's get started. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our chicken rub. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our coriander, add it to an empty dish. Then take our salt and add it. Next, our onion powder. Then our ground black pepper, then our garlic powder, next our cayenne pepper, then our chili powder, our paprika, and lastly our ground ginger. Now you want to give this a good mix to incorporate all the ingredients. This is how it looks. Let's move on. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and season our chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about a tablespoon of our dry rub, and we're going to sprinkle it over the chicken. Once you do that, give it a good mix. If you feel the need to add more seasoning, feel free to do so. Typically, I like to start off with a tablespoon, take a look at my chicken. I kind of eyeball it to let me know when I have enough seasoning. So it looks like I'm gonna need some more, so I'm going to add another tablespoon. Give it a good mix. Take a look at it right here. All right, and now we'll move on. All right, so now it's time to grease our pan and line our pan. So again, I'm still out of aluminum foil, so I have not lined my pan as of yet, but I have sprayed my grates with cooking spray. So if you have aluminum foil, go ahead and line your pan and spray your grates with cooking spray. And once you do that, we'll move on. All right, so now it's time to add our chicken to the pan. So go ahead, add your chicken to your greased pan. Generally, I place mine in skin side down, about a half an inch to an inch apart, depending on how many pieces of chicken I have. So generally, I put them about a half inch apart. So go ahead, place your chicken onto your pan. And once you do that, we'll move on to our next step. All right, so now it's time to add these chicken pieces to our oven. I've already preheated the oven to 425 degrees. So we're going to place these wings into the oven. We're going to allow them to cook for an hour and 5 minutes. After they've cooked halfway through the process, what we're going to do is we're going to flip them over, allow them to cook the remaining of the time on the other side. And once we do that, we will move on to our next step. All right, so now we're going to prepare our sauce. So the only thing we're going to do with this is we're going to take the tablespoon of Frank's Red Hot Sauce and pour it into our bowl of barbecue sauce, and then give it a quick stir. Then give it a quick stir to combine both ingredients. Take a look at it, and once you do that, we'll move on. Okay, so now we're halfway through the cooking process. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our wings out, and we're going to turn them over and allow them to cook the remaining of the time on the other side. So go ahead, turn your wings over. Take a look at them. They're cooking pretty well. So go ahead and turn your wings over. We're going to allow them to finish their cooking process. And then once we do that, we'll move on to our next step. All right, so now the wings are done. We can remove them from the oven. Let's take them over here to the counter so we can take a good look at them and see what they look like. All right, so let's take a look at these things. What you guys think so far? The dry rub, oh man, the dry rub's looking good on it. Nice brownish color, crispy. All right, this is what we want. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to remove the chicken from the pan into a bowl. So go ahead and remove your chicken pieces from your pan into your bowl. And once we do that, we will move on to the next step. All right, so now it's time to get these things sauced. So go ahead and take that prepared barbecue sauce and pour it over your wings. Take your lid, cover it up. And you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to do a little shake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, shake it, shake it. And all right, so remove your lid. And let's take a good look at these things. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so I think I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on mine. I want them a little bit more saucier than this. And I'm just going to use the tongs to kind of incorporate the sauce over the wings like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take those wings and we're going to put them back onto our pan, and we're going to stick them back in the oven, allow them to cook on 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the remaining side. And then we're going to pull them back out and we're going to sauce them again with some of that barbecue sauce. So let's move on. All right, so now I've removed our wings from the oven after being in there for 8 additional minutes. Take a look at them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the remaining of the barbecue sauce and we're going to re-sauce these wings again to give it some additional flavor. So take a look at them real quick and let's go ahead and move on to this next step. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take those wings off the pan, place them back into a bowl. And once we get them into the bowl, we're going to get these things re-sauced. So let's move on. All right, so now we're going to do our final step in saucing the wings. So pour the remaining of the barbecue sauce over the wings. And once you do that, we're going to cover it up again. And we're going to do another shake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, bake it, shake it, shake it, bake it, bake it. All right. Remove the lid. And Lord have mercy. Look at that. let's move on. All right, so now grab your clean plate and we're gonna add these wings to a clean plate. All right, folks, I'm telling you, these things smell good. They look good. I'm ready. I can't wait to try one. So go ahead and remove the chicken from the bowl. And once you do that, take a good look at them. And then we're going to finish out this video. And there you have it, folks. Hickory BBQ wings. Look at that. Just as good in the oven as they are on the grill. These things look amazing. Take a look, folks. Let me know what you think. And if you followed me in this recipe, you should have at least one wing close to your mouth at this point right now. If I wasn't recording this video, then I would have at least 2 or 3 of them in my mouth at the moment. Take a look at these, folks. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment below. And once you try these wings, once you prepare them for yourself, don't forget to leave a comment below. All right, so now it's time for me to do a little quality control to make sure that these things are safe to eat. I don't want to have my viewers eating bad products, so I have to try them first. So let me grab me one. Take a look at that. All right, guys. These wings are the truth. If you know what the truth look like, they look like this plate of wings, I'm telling you. You guys need to go ahead and make this recipe tonight. Make them tonight. And your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, kids, uncle, cousin, brothers, they all would be proud of you. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me, but I'm going to go ahead and finish off these wings, and I'm going to see you guys in our next video. And thank you for watching. Peace. All right, everyone. I know you enjoyed that video. I told you in the beginning of this video how these wings were going to turn out and how they were going to taste. If you love barbecue like me, like I told you, I'm from Alabama. We barbecue for a sport down there. I'm telling you, these things came out great. If you followed me in this recipe, you should be eating your plate of wings right now, and you should be on your way to leave a comment below. But if you didn't follow me and you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And please share this video with your friends. Also, if you need the ingredients for this recipe, look in the description below the video. It'll have everything I use for this recipe. So, without further ado, that is all wings everything. I'm your cook Spinelli, and I'm out. Peace. Everybody stand up. Introducing the one and only, the most anticipated and highly